Alright, welcome, welcome. I hope everyone is having a good day. Let's see. Trying to make sure everything's up and running. Okay, looks like it is. Delightful, delightful. Oh, I've never seen that before. There's like a little Twitch drops thing for Honkai Star Rail, because I guess since I have it matched to the Twitch drops. Interesting. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, so updates per usual. Currently, if you are playing at the time of this live stream, there is a Planner Fisher event like we normally do. Usually it's double drops, but this time it's triple drops. So make sure that you get this done. It will be ending shortly. We have a new event, which looks super fun. I definitely want to get to this. So we've had Pokemon, we've had Monopoly, we've had all sorts of games that they implemented, and now it looks like we might be getting Minecraft. And then, of course, we have this event as well. I am trying my best to get through the main quest so we can get to these two. Hopefully we won't have it like last time, where I have to, like, do a bunch of streams to try and shove all the content in together. And then again, this is the invite you back thing. You invite people, and if they do, you'll get Stellar Jade. Currently, at the time of this stream, Acheron is almost over. Everybody is quite literally climbing the walls because they want her to be done so Adventurine can come. Which is so funny. I have not made any new progress on getting this one defeated. I need to build my characters, really. It's the only way this is happening. And then prior to that, I did try, literally just before the stream, I got 10 pulls on this and a 10 pull on this one. So let's start with the standard banner. We're super low pity, we're only at, this would be 20, so not expecting anything, but I would love if I could get a straight E. She's the only 4-star other than Gallagher who's on this banner that I don't have. So if I could get her, that would be amazing. Looks like we're only getting a light cone this pull. That's fine. And then as you all know, in my last pull, or my last stream, I was able to finally get Locha his 5-star light cone. And so currently we have been pulling on this one. Trying to get Gallagher. It's a win-win situation for me. I'm currently guaranteed, so I can either get E1 Locha, which would be amazing for my healer, because he really does just pull the entire party. Or we might be able to get Gallagher. I have Pela E6, and then Dan Hung, my husband, is at like E4. So it's a win-win for me. I'm either building pity or I'm building, or I might get E1 Locha. Either way. With the chance of getting Gallagher. So with this simple, that'll put us at 36 pity. Let's see. Alright, no 5-star. No problem. Hopefully we get Gallagher on this so that I'm still only 1 4-star down. Ah, another light cone pull, maybe? Yeah, light cone only. Ah, that sucks. I don't think I'll be able to get another 10 pull made in the next 3 days, so I guess I'll be 2 4-stars down now. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. And then let's look at those 4-star light cones. I know I have this one, I just don't know if it's maxed out or not. No, okay, we were just 1 short, so this will get us up to fully enhanced. And then same thing for this one. I was just 1 down, so we'll get that and make it fully enhanced. And then there's the Natasha light cones. I feel like I already have that fully maxed out, so we can just unlock those and there we go. Alright, so two things that I want to talk about. First one is I can use the light cone as an example. Where is it? I can maybe use the light cone as an example if I can find it. Alright, so we all know, like, Firefly, right? Her. She may or may not have died. Still unconfirmed. I know I have this light cone. I'm not crazy. It's this one. I'm literally just trying to find that one. There it is. I've seen online that there are a lot of people giving, like, theories that Sam is Firefly. Maybe I haven't gotten far enough into the main story quest, but I would love to understand the reasoning behind why people think Sam is Firefly. Outside of, like, this coloring is similar to the outfit that, like, Firefly wears, this, like, blue-green glow he has going on. But, like, I would love to understand the reasoning, but I didn't watch any of the videos because I didn't want to spoil myself, because I have been trying to dodge spoilers left, right, and central. But that was one thing I wanted to talk about on why people think Sam is Firefly. And then
Life
the
is as ephemeral.
yes, thank you, Jing Yuan. So there was that. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about is next week, over the weekend, because I normally stream today, right? I will be going away on a trip on the weekend. I'm trying to, like, implement it so that I go out and do something one weekend a month at least. And so I will be doing that next weekend. And so I will actually be doing this stream on Thursday of this upcoming week and not on Sunday. Just so you all know. So just as, like, a heads up. Which is interesting, because I think that might be the first day that Adventuring drops, because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then they have maintenance. And so that'll be fun. I have no pulls, so I can't even pull for him, but yet. But that'll be interesting to see people going insane. So yeah, those are the two things I just wanted to go over. Is one, that I'm curious where people are getting that idea that Sam is Firefly, and two, that the stream schedule will be a bit different. Alright, so what was the last thing that happened?
A few games of chess
so in our
for a while
last
with the time.
Stream, Adventuring was trying to pull off a scam, his gamble, against Sunday, but it seems, I say seems with very large quotes, that Dr. Ratio betrayed him, and now Sunday is in control of both Topaz's and Adventuring's stabilization stones, cornerstones, I forgot what they're called. Which I still feel like no one's talking about the fact that these stones are meant to seal the emanator of preservation, which supposedly the IPC glorifies above all else. So why would they want to seal the emanator? Like, I really feel like no one's talking about the fact that that's what the cornerstones are for. That they're trying to, like, bind the emanator, the entity that is the avatar of the preservation. I'm curious. Maybe people are talking about it, and it's just because I've been trying to avoid spoilers that I haven't seen it. But I don't know. I am rolling away from my desk. Anyway, and so Topaz has shown up, probably because her cornerstone is also on the line, and apparently these are very important to the division that they are a part of. And we are trying to get in contact with, I think, Gallagher. Because Gallagher is part of the, part of the Bloodhound family.
How does it feel to be in business with Aventurine? I bet you're not used to it. That's just his style. All or nothing is his mantra. He's always cozying up to his clients while egging them on to undertake some dangerous assignment with him. But everyone has their merits, so I won't comment further. But Aventurine's luck has always been good. He's always closed all his cases without a hitch, and basically never lost a gamble. Which is why, on the issue of retaking Penacony, I'm watching with keen interest. Of course. It's business after all. What's important is where you're seated at the table. As for the 2 cases, apologies, but I don't have much info on them either. All I can do is ask you to keep digging for more details.
Alright, so ask the Bloodhounds for clues.
We're carrying out our captain's orders. What do you want?
That is like such a distinctive voice that must be someone who's making a cameo appearance, like those guards back in Bellabog, which were the Trash Taste guys. So this like must be a cameo voice. I don't know who it is though. I don't recognize it.
We made a mistake last time, and we're working hard to rectify it now. We don't have time for anything else. Surveilling the IPC executive Topaz, ensuring that she stays put at the Reverie Hotel during her time on Penacony. We've got the right one this time.
So that's it. They were the pair who were after Firefly at the time.
Yeah, but like the sad thing though is like Firefly admitted to the fact that she was the stowaway, so these guys did their job. They found the stowaway. It's just for some reason Gallagher stopped them, saying that they were the wrong person. So I wonder if Gallagher has something to do with why Firefly is on Penacony, or potentially, so we know someone is going against Sunday, right? Gallagher stops them from taking Firefly into custody, and we know that Firefly is also one of the people that was invited for the Watchmaker's legacy, so I wonder if Gallagher is either the person that sent out the Watchmaker legacy invitations, or if he knows something, which is why he stopped them from taking Firefly in.
It's you again. Back for more trouble? We're not afraid of you this time.
Well, spit it out. Stop bothering us if you've nothing important.
So you know each other. Why do you keep running into people you've beaten up before?
Everybody wants to fight me. It's not my fault. Literally, the first god that took my hand was the god of destruction. What do you expect from me? Also, there's a thought. So we know that Kalis is, like, used to be a Stellaron hunter that worked with Kafka, right? All of the other Stellaron hunters have blessings from some Eon. So it's kind of interesting that we didn't get a blessing until after we got, like, until after we joined the Astral Express, because we got a blessing from the God of Destruction. But, like, how did we, as someone without a blessing, run with the Stellaron Hunters? Or did we have one, and then whatever they did to create our new body at the beginning of the game, like, get rid of whichever path we had a blessing with? I'm curious. I want to know more about our backstory, too.
That's right. We're investigating a murder for the family. Can we speak to your captain about the case?
Well...
Hey! The security officer instructed everyone to shut their traps before he returned from Dream's Edge. What murder? You'd better stop spouting nonsense.
Yeah, that's right. We have nothing to report. Please leave.
Looks like they're not going to cooperate. But they did at least tell us that the captain is at Dream's Edge.
Oh my gosh.
Why don't we just look for the security officer then? It's probably Gallagher, the one he mentioned, right?
Alright. I'm assuming we're going back into the dream now.
Such tight security. I bet they're stumped by the case as well.
Oh, I like that the transition.
Gallagher. Where could he be?
I like that. What I was gonna say is I like that the transition stage, whenever you're loading in between the real world and the dream world, is you like fall into the water. I think that's cool. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I fully forgot to do my my pulls on the thing last week. So we're gonna do that real fast before I forget again.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Sir, please stop throwing up long enough to sell me the coins. Thank you. And let's go do our 10 pull.
Please do not hit the entertainment facilities.
Because it's like you can do them all at once, but you have a higher chance of getting this if you do them individually. So a little bit of your patience, please. Trying to get that clocky icon. Because I found out if you do them all at once, it's just whichever one it lands on, it just does it as like a 5 pull, so. Okay, so you can't. I was wondering if you could do like multiple at a time, but until you pick it up, you can't. I wish there was a way to skip the animation for it so it would go faster. Well, I mean, at this rate, I'm just gonna get 5 of the big prize regardless. I got really excited thinking I was gonna get it. I really thought I was gonna get it there for a second. Oh, I think it starts somewhere ever you left off, so since I started there... Interesting. Alright, looks like this week isn't my week either. Oh well. Alright, now back to the main quest. Sorry for that, interlude. Because, like, once you're already in the dream, that's the loading bar that you get, which is just the sleeping,
Dreams is something sacred. Dreams are supposed to be confusing.
The elderly man in front of you gazes calmly at the city of the dreams in the distance. Following his gaze, you see puffs of smoke billowing from the fictional horizon of the city, signaling yet another time of merriment for the dream chasers. The clamorous city of festivities sounds so distant that it feels like a world apart from the elderly man in you. He sits upright like a statue, and even his breathing is hardly perceptible. You can't keep holding your breath when you stare. You can't help holding your breath. Okay. And staring at him. To your surprise, you realize that one does not have to breathe in the dreamscape. How are you doing, young Nameless? How'd you know? The elderly man sets his sight upon your left shoulder. A lot of things have slipped my mind, but I remember that symbol. The Nameless are a legendary bunch. It's been so long since I've talked to someone. Far too long. My name is Chadwick. May I ask yours? What a special name. I used to be able to tell a person's origin from their name, but you're special. I can feel the surging vitality in you, even though it's the thick filter of the dreamscape. You can't stop. You spend every moment of your life going on an adventure, or more precisely, a trailblazing journey. The energy you possess, it's inexhaustible and seems to be constantly overflowing. It's more than most beings I know can take. The elderly man's voice is palpable with excitement. I'm assuming he's talking about the Stellaron. The unknown about you intrigues and delights me. Both are emotions I haven't experienced for a long time. After all, I still know nothing about myself to this day. Thank you for being here. As much as I want to keep this conversation going, I'm afraid I can't, as they're here. Sorry for disturbing you, Dr. Chadwick. We have received word that you are being harassed by an unknown individual. We're here to help you evict the intruder. Intruder, do I have to remind you that this area isn't open to dream chasers? We have the authority to expel anyone who violates the family's rules from the dreamscape. Are you trying to pick a fight? Please, Moria, I like this kid. Could you let him off the hook this time? Please do it for my sake. You know I detest violence. Fine, Dr. Chadwick. I'm going to do this favor to you just this once. Go away, Dream Chaser, and don't go near Dr. Chadwick again or you'll suffer the consequences. Tick-tock, over here, quickly! Interesting. But we're not doing that one right now. I just wanted to pick it up. Oh look, there he is.
Apologies. The Bloodhound family is running an investigation up ahead. No unauthorized personnel allowed. Hold on a minute. I think I've seen you before. The gray-haired one.
How much trouble have you stirred up exactly on Penacony?
I am following destiny, which means I have to get into every single bit of nonsense available. It's a me, Clocky.
You think you look alike?
How about a clockwork trick?
Wait, are you for real?
Not possible. It was you the last time, yelling about some clockwork friendship while beating me up with that silver-haired girl. I'm not letting you get by this time. Please leave, or I'll have to get on my knees and beg you.
We've traumatized this poor man. Oh my gosh. We're just using our clockwork to absolutely commit crimes.
Huh? What kind of heinous crime have you committed now?
She's right there with me. She's like, what have you done? And I'm like, well, you know, while you all are away, I get up to some absolutely wild things. Oh my gosh, I cannot keep these in my ears. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Hold on, sir. We have documents authorized by the family that would aid your investigation. If it wouldn't trouble you, could we see this Mr. Gallagher?
Who exactly is this Gallagher you keep talking about? There's been a few people mentioning this name. Even the one with the gray hair.
He didn't send you all here?
It was the security officer who dispatched us. That's all I can divulge.
He'll do. He's the one we've been looking for.
Sorry, no can do. The boss said that since it's a matter of the family's reputation, no one's allowed through. Everyone, please leave. There's really no need for us to make things difficult for each other, right?
We're really sorry for troubling you. Let's think of another way.
I can literally see a bird right there.
Another way. That's it! Didn't they say something about that? What was it? Clockwork? That got this guy to change his mind. Can you perform it again? That, clocky magic. Please?
Oh my gosh, we're going to just absolutely destroy this man's soul again. I can literally see him. Can I not yell? Can I not raise my voice and be like, Gallagher? Like, just make a ruckus talking about stuff the family's a thing. He'll just come over here. He's literally right there.
Sorry. No can do. Everyone, please.
You know, he's very upright, but you're also aware that the principles sometimes don't matter when a person is in a good mood.
Let me see what time it is now. Whoa! It's this time already! Time to clock out! And no one's gonna stop me.
The highly principled member of the Bloodhound family laughed heartily and left the scene.
Huh?
This clockwork trick of yours, it's kinda dangerous.
It only works in here. It's fine. I can't control people's emotions outside this dream. Don't worry about it. We're not gonna abuse it. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
At least he won't be getting in our way again. Let's go find that Gallagher and ask him the intricacies of the case.
Yeah, but it's interesting that no one knows Gallagher's name. Like, that he didn't know Gallagher's name. And, like, why does no one know Gallagher's name? Why is it just the security officer? But Gallagher specifically, like, introduced himself to us by his name. Like, something there.
I was wondering what all the commotion was. Huh. Oh, it's you guys. Welcome. Since you made it here, what can I do for you?
See? Literally, this is what I was talking about. Just yell. He was like 5 feet away, maybe.
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, sir. Judging from your tone, it sounds like you were expecting us.
Miss Himiko, you're too polite. There's no need to call me sir.
Oh my gosh, he has little puppy, like, paw prints on his coat. Instead of like, oh, that's so cute.
Mr. Gallagher, you even know my name.
Of course I do. You folks are from the legendary Astral Express and honorable guests of the Watchmaker.
Did the family know that we were guests of the Watchmaker? No, because we got... No, wait. Did we get invited here by the Watchmaker or from the family? Because I thought we got invited here by the family, and then we found a secret invite from the Watchmaker inside of it. So, how does he know that we're guests of the Watchmaker?
I had an encounter with this gentleman in the golden hour. I remember that little silver-haired girl was there too.
I like that they're like, we're not quite sure if you all will retain Firefly as a character because she was here so shortly, so we're gonna keep mentioning her constantly.
I'm sorry for what happened to that kid.
This is also the reason why we've come to visit you, Mr. Gallagher. The Express can't just overlook the death of that child. So we've decided to help the family get to the bottom of it, in the hopes of getting justice for her.
Have we confirmed that if you die in the dream, you die in real life? No one has confirmed this information, because we cannot find where Firefly is physically in the real world, and we cannot find out how Robin is in the real world. We have not confirmed this information yet.
The Nameless involved with the family. What an unpredictable twist of fate.
Why? What's wrong with the family?
It's nothing. On Penacony, everyone loves the family.
Man, he's sounding more and more like he's the rat.
No matter how much one resists the beautiful dream, when the time comes, they too will find it hard to let go. Who wants to leave a warm nest? Just idiots, little kids, and inebriated fools.
I'm assuming you're the inebriated fools side of this, sir.
Mr. Gallagher seems to be getting at something.
Well, you got it wrong. I'm not. You want to discuss the case? Sure. Come with me. This is not a good place to talk. Let's go elsewhere.
At this moment, on the other side... Or are we switching POV?
Even after that chilling tragedy, this dream is still running effortlessly. Other than the family of the Harmony, it's hard to imagine any other power in the universe that could sustain a building of such magnitude.
The family itself is a huge, perfect building. Like a living idol. Each member of the family sees themselves as a piece of the divine puzzle, revolving around a singular core and a shared ideal. Under their command, they loyally fulfill their roles, offering themselves while also receiving sustenance in return.
Interesting analogy. Perhaps that's why Penacony's beautiful dream has persisted for so long.
But the human body has its limits, and so does the divine's.
That doesn't sound like the kind of comment a Galaxy Ranger would make.
Just pointing out the facts. Mr. Yang will definitely have a better sense of what's going on than I do.
Why do you say that, Miss Acheron?
I like how they're, like, being so polite, but you can, like, feel the fact that they're just, like, stabbing each other metaphorically.
The beautiful dream is crumbling. But not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular visitor. Its collapse stems from a certain inevitability of human nature. The family refuses to acknowledge this, and it has ultimately backfired and become a catalyst. As people immerse their souls in the dreamscape, where consequences and pain cease to exist, and only ease and pleasure prevail, they draw closer and closer to necrosis. Regardless of the perceived bliss, death looms as the inevitable conclusion. Also, this necrosis will diffuse and spread. One piece of the puzzle's mutation will eventually cause the entire building to shake, break, and crumble.
In the end, the dreams that people built in the name of freedom became the cage that imprisoned them. I'm sure you've gained a lot from this trip, Miss Acheron. Are you willing to share your findings with me?
Of course. That's if I remember.
She says this as her hand gently rests on the hilt of the sword, and then quickly lets go in the blink of an eye.
Don't mind me. It's just a habit. Owing to events in the past, I've become easily forgetful. It's only when this sword is unsheathed that those hazy memories start to become clearer.
Take your time.
That should do it. I vividly remember everything that occurred on Penacony. Ask away.
The moment of daybreak. I've heard that's where the Dawn Factory, which processes the foundation of the dreamscape, is located.
Behind the dreamscape's song and dance stand many imagination factories. Workers create all kinds of whimsical works day in and day out in their dreams. Then they return to reality and sleep on a narrow bed in a room. A far cry from luxury. They say it will suffice. Experiencing the bizarre and motley dreamscape is the best reward. There I encountered a young woman who had just come of age. The perfect time to indulge in beautiful dreams. Her greatest wish was to one day move to the golden hour and see the magnificent garments she had woven with her own hands. For certain reasons, her wish was difficult to fulfill. But I managed to bring her a garment.
I'm assuming her that we're referring to is Firefly, and difficult to fulfill her reasons is probably due to Firefly's illness, and then I managed to bring her a garment probably means that Acheron's the one that smuggled Firefly into the dreamscape.
Gilded Hour. It's said to be Penacony's currency center.
Yes. It is a fortress-like financial city, the economic heart of the dreamscape. The Pepeshi people of the Alfalfa family are there to keep it running, sending blood that is made from money everywhere on Penacony. Everyone there is exquisitely dressed and always in a hurry. The greatest wish of the local Pepeshi people is for their future generations to work in the Gilded Hour. I've never met anyone who is willing to talk. I could only stand at the crossroads, watching crowds of people hurrying like the wind through the jungle of steel, only to deposit the alfalfa credits that they'd earned into the bank's vault. I don't know if they would open the vault door, but before I left, I witnessed a well-dressed Pepeshi person plummet from the sky. while those around him continued on their way, unfazed.
Okay, so, well, there's two things. One, we fell from the sky when we entered Penacony. Like, we were not well-tuned to the harmony, and so that, like, made us come in at a very odd angle, apparently. I wonder if the Pepeshi people are made of the alfalfa credits, because it's like, oh, I saw someone deposit money, and then magically a new Pepeshi person was created, and then begins to work in the Gilded Hours. So I wonder if that might be the answer there.
I hear the Blue Hour is very romantic. Do you have any tales to share?
Perhaps Mr. Yang has heard. There is a large boat called the Eventide, anchored along the Sea of Dreams, where soft music and dancing persist endlessly every night. I ran into a wizened lady there. She was at the dock, waiting for her long-departed lover to return, waiting for countless hours within time that stood still. In the humid sea breeze, she spoke of her own youth. Like many who desired wealth and love, they came to Penacony to pursue their dreams. Alas, her lover's consciousness was lost in the dark depths of the Sea of Dreams. Finally, she suggested we continue our conversation on a boat in the shallows. I agreed and boarded the boat with her. But she never said anything. Her eyes absent-mindedly gazing at the horizon for what seemed like forever. Finally, we retreated to the beach.
I wonder if that means that her lover died while dreaming, and so his soul is now in the Sea of Dreams. That's the best I can come up with that metaphor.
The dreamscape of chic, luxury, and consumerism, the moment of dusk. My companions have been there too.
Then you all must have seen those who are attempting to realize their dreams. Or have realized them. Scattering money as if it were dust and betting it on all or nothing. Everything has a price, and everything can be bought or sold. Even dreams themselves. I saw an Intellitron there, who was preparing to auction himself. When someone wins a bid, under stipulated periods and rules, he would do the buyer's every bidding, becoming that person's very possession. That Intellitron had been auctioned off a dozen times, and I participated in his 13th. That was the grandest banquet I had ever attended. But never again did anyone cast another glance at him. This time around, there were no successful bids for him.
That one I literally cannot, unless the Intellitron is like adventuring, metaphorically, that one I can't really think of anything. Can't think of anything that one would represent except for adventuring.
This is what I've seen and heard along the way. Someone once said to me, Penacony wasn't like this a long time ago. Nor should it be. I've traveled through the reality and dreamscape of the planet of festivities. Watched the tides of night rise and fall when time stopped for people. Where the spirits of the rich and impoverished remain forever fixed on their own scales. This is why I think the collapse of the beautiful dream is inevitable.
There might be a way to change everything.
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people desire, if this is precisely why life chooses to slumber, should we still seek to change it?
Miss Acheron, now it's my turn to share a story with you. There was a man from my homeland who, at a time when the world was grappling with deep, unhealable pain, made a choice. He wove together the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes, and shouldered this burden himself. From this, he created a giant, a spiritual atom. And since that moment, the giant stood between heaven and earth, becoming the pillar of the world's existence. As a price, those who found it hard to move forward, who could not advance, forever lost their future. They slumbered in a dream, devoid of disaster and pain, living out their days peacefully in the man's created utopia. And it is because of the wishes of those people who wished not to awaken that this spiritual atom became unbreakable.
And yet, you stand here right now. Which also means that man failed.
Because people must always move towards the future. Even if human weaknesses make them pause when they truly cannot move forward, humanity will eventually seek a way to save itself. And that man, he was never a failure. Like everyone in that world, he etched the possibilities of human nature into his heart. He was the sun chaser of legend, soaring towards the sky and embracing his final victory with his fall.
That's a really fun name for Icarus, Sun Chaser.
He ascended to heights uncharted, only to come face to face with the sun, a place not visited by anyone before. His wings would melt because of it, only for him to fall into the sea. And after that, countless others would surpass him, soaring to even greater heights.
A fitting metaphor for the Nameless's trailblazing spirit. Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar, yet different worlds. In these worlds, there are innumerable people who look alike, yet don't. I too have embarked on journeys, encountering old friends with familiar faces on different worlds, witnessing their destinies follow paths similar to mine. So I will tell you, even if not completely similar, the story you just told, it overlaps with my past. And within that abyssal dream, I ended that man's life. Alone. I am not who you think I am. Nor will my home be as fortunate as your world.
I am sorry.
It's fine. I don't mind, so long as I can alleviate your suspicions.
There's something I still wish to know, Miss Acheron. Under that representation of the hunt, exactly what sort of power is it that has motivated your solitary journey thus far?
Mr. Yang, before answering that question, I wish to continue the previous topic. I like your analogy very much. Indeed, birds are born to fly. But in a distant past, their ancestors could only gaze at the sky in envy. They saw that faraway ray of light from above the heavens, piercing through the clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time again, generation after generation, the birds spread their wings and took to the sky, attempting to touch its ceiling, all because the sun was there. Then, what if the last bird finally soars into the sky, only to realize that the end of the light is not the sun, but darkness?
All-consuming black hole. Ooh.
Then why, exactly, do we even walk towards the light?
So essentially, if you don't know what the destination actually is... I'm just gonna ignore that for a second. Sorry, you're gonna hear the ringing. But so it's essentially like we all strive to get to this future point, right? Constantly trying harder and harder until eventually the attempts of the forefathers will allow the newcomers to succeed where they failed. But what happens when the newcomers get to the object everyone has always desired and then found out that the object could not live up to what everyone imagined it to be, essentially, or it could be so much worse than what you imagined it. So what's the point of the journey to try and achieve it? Like, what was the point of everyone trying so hard if the end product is a failure? But it's even if, like, obviously it's sad when a bunch of people work together just to result in a failure, especially if sacrifices and time and all of this stuff was the work was put into it. But it's still, like, you would not know that it's a failure until it is achieved, and that's just the process of moving forward, or trying to move forward. In any case, is like, you are gonna fail, you are gonna put a lot of work into something, and it's still not gonna come out the way you want it, or it's just gonna fail entirely. But that's the whole point. Like, you then can look at this and be like, this did not work, and so do I still wish to achieve this, or this is not what I wanted? Is there something else out there for me to be able to achieve what it was I wanted to begin with? Or is there a way that, like, I can take this and make it better? It's just unfortunately part of life that failure will occur. But that's also, failure should not, like, stop you from attempting again. Of course, failure is rough, but, you know, I'm sure I eventually got my point across, as I repeated the same thing 5 different times. But alright, Black Swan.
Long time no see. Having fun on Penacony? Acheron?
Who dis? Who's this? That doesn't sound like Sam. Who's this? Thank you. I sometimes attempt to try and get words out.
This voice, it's not Constance. Could it be her companion?
Me digging through my memories, being like, oh yeah, didn't Acheron team up with one of the Annihilation Gang people?
Though I don't know exactly what you are, or what you're up to, my bullets will find you. Until then, you best find a casket store on Penacony and ask the owner to reserve a good quality casket for you, imposter.
Oh, is this Boot Hill? I've seen, like, screenshots of, like, the Boot Hill drip marketing, and that Boot Hill is a Galaxy Ranger. So is this what Boot Hill sounds like? I haven't heard any clips of his voice.
Imposter? I see. She gave my whereabouts to someone who's tracking Acheron too. Who are you?
Huh? Did I make a mistake? Who the heck are you?
I'm the Garden of Recollections memo keeper.
Not bad. This is the kind of tough challenge I like. You that imposter's bodyguard? Never mind. It's fine. I'll leave a round for you. So get that forehead clean and wait for me.
Oh yeah, this must be Boot Hill, because they're trying to throw in some southern twang, and I've seen his design where he kind of looks like a cowboy. Oh my gosh. The girlies are gonna go insane.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you know Acheron, the Galaxy Ranger, yes? I have something to ask you.
Are you asking me to write your will? Sure. Go ahead.
Not quite. I only want to ask, how exactly did she become a Galaxy Ranger? She's clearly not a path strider of the hunt, but you are, aren't you? Tell me, what's Acheron's deal?
Sure. Heck, never thought I'd come across an ally. What a stroke of luck.
Oh my gosh. He cannot sound like this. Oh boy.
Well, I'll be on
in Penacony soon. Memo keeper, go buy a bottle of his Donna's White Oak and warm it up. And I'll raise a glass to you. That lady's passed. Well, nobody knows. But if all you want is a simple answer, sure, you best get a chair and take a seat. That woman, named Acheron, is an emanator who should not exist.
Oh, switching to Adventurian's POV. He seems to have lost everything, but he still decides to hand out...
You look pale. Or is that also part of your act?
I didn't think you'd have the nerve to show yourself.
I thought this was exactly what you wanted. After all, I faithfully fulfilled my duties as you instructed. Just tell me if you can't hold on any longer.
So, the genius of the Council of Mundanites wants to be my Undertaker now. My, what an honor.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure the people at the Strategic Investment Department would love to be notified of your death in due time. But let's not forget, you won't be seeing them, because I'm the manager of this task.
Great. Then tell your people that Aventurine is ready to go in 17 system hours.
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve. How exactly do you plan on completing your task while your hands are tied by the Harmony?
Well, my conversation with Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family, and that they hold the secrets of Penacony. So, I took the opportunity to set everything in motion. I even managed to recover the gift money. Things haven't gone this smoothly since I walked through the doors of the Reverie. Now I'm only one step away from victory. Let's just wait and see.
Sounds like a very elaborate way of saying that you failed.
That's all I can say. Have you forgotten, Doctor? You betrayed me. Go. Do what you must. I look forward to the sight of the IPC fleet surrounding Penacony. You've achieved what you desired, haven't you?
That's true, but what's your plan? Did you conceal an orbital support beacon in that gift money bag?
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I'm handing out cash even when I'm about to bite the dust.
You are indeed a gambler. An insane one at that.
Well, maybe I am. Who knows?
Fine. Here, take this. Open it when you're on your last legs. You'll thank me.
What's this? Medical advice? You catch on pretty fast, Doctor. Asking me to solve a case without giving a single clue. How typical of you, you wing-headed scoundrel. But the way you're all on edge about that stowaway, it's just as I guessed it would be. As for now, let the rain of wealth from the IPC fall evenly on everyone.
Oh yeah, there was another thing I wanted to, Doodly Bop, talk about from, Sunday's interrogations. So Sunday, ooh, are we gonna be stuck with this, like, Harmony border? I guess that's, like, the Harmony taking over him. Anyway, so what I wanted to say, during Sunday's interrogation, he was essentially like, you need to tell me the truth, otherwise the Harmony will come for you. And so he asked all these questions, specifically about, like, mind alteration, right? Showing that the Harmony is not omnipotent about their lie detecting. It can only detect lies if, the person that they're asking the questions of believes that it is the truth, or like believes it's a lie. Because if someone has had their mind altered to believe that something is the truth, apparently the harmony detector can only will detect it as the truth, so it only detects what the person believes to be one way or the other. And so I'm really curious about that, because they really kept emphasizing, like, have you altered your memory in any way? But he said that he lied during that, so which part of it was the lie? Because he didn't point out a specific part, just like, oh, you lied during this, which is why I now can put essentially a harmony-infused guillotine around your neck. So that's interesting. And then Monday night's insight. A most exquisite scroll holding a doctor's prescription within. Dr. Ratio advises you to only unveil it at the moment of life or death. And then I guess we have this like harmony border that has to do with oh, that's a fun phone case. That's like the harmony creeping in. Let me swap out for my Jingyuan. Okay, what are we doing? Distribute gems and ask around for clues regarding stowaways.
The world has truly lost its way. You... wait. I get it now. This is some sort of prank show, right? You must have some cameras set up around here to film yourself doing good deeds, right? You youngsters are always looking for a quick way to get an audience. But you know what? A truly great show never comes easy.
A great show will start soon, old man. But before that, I need to ask you something. Do you know where I can find death in this dream?
Ah, I see. Another fearless youngster looking for death, huh? Well, let me give you a piece of advice. Don't think you're the first one who's ever thought of that idea. Death? Not even remotely innovative. I bought it from Dr. Edward. He claimed it was some exclusive fancy schmancy stuff. Now, what a disappointment. The effects were awful. First, some monster covered in eyes stabs you in the gut. And then all you see are blurry glimpses of buildings and lights. The sky was spinning so fast it almost made me puke.
Well, is that the actual memory of the Mementic monster? Because the Mementic monster is covered in eyes, and as we've seen with everyone it's attacked, it stabs them like in their chest. So does Dr. Edward actually have the memory of the Mementic monster killing someone?
Is that all?
Yeah, what else can you expect? Don't put too much stock in the Penacony movie industry. They even called this junk groundbreaking art. Can you believe it?
What a joke. Well, I'll leave you be then. I hope you have a wonderful day. A monster covered in eyes. That sounds like the Memory Zone meme. But buildings and lights... I don't think those have anything to do with death. Oh, that whole dream bubble was probably created using rumors and gossip.
I feel like he's throwing that out too fast. Buildings and lights? Is this not the entire like dreamscape? If it stabs you in the chest and then you're just spinning and falling, are you falling into the actual core of the clockwork, like falling into the prison essentially? Because they keep like
I can feel something inside my head.
Where is it?
Is the harmony starting to kick in?
No, wait, where is it actually? Where's the... Okay, over here, over here. You can see it from over here. See like all the buildings and lights over here? You said, and they said that they kept falling. Like we keep reusing the word falling over and over again. Because we fell in here. The Pepeshi people fall in. Anytime you're going into the dreamscape, you sink underwater and fall. So that has to mean something. There's something there, I think.
Would you be willing to support my performance? And keep the Song of Beauty alive in the cosmos? Wow, how fabulous! But why would you give such a wonderful gift to a random stranger like me?
Well, you see, I can't bear to see anyone in this sweet dream suffering from poverty.
That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much, sir. If you ever get the chance, please, feel free to come by and indulge in my singing.
Sure thing. Oh, by the way, do you happen to know anything interesting about death?
Death? That's a pretty scary topic, and it doesn't really match the mood of this sweet dream.
Oh, you see, I'm a tabloid reporter collecting ghost stories in Penacony. As you know, the more chilling the stories, the more attention they get. Maybe you could help me out.
Well, if you're up for some gossip, it's not about death, but there have been some rumors about a guest at the reality hotel who fell into a deep sleep and didn't wake up. It was like they were in some sort of coma. Nobody knows what caused it, but luckily the customer eventually regained consciousness. Well, all customers are under the protection of the family, after all.
Thank you. This will make for a very juicy headline. May Shibe protect us. Unexplained coma. That's actually what happens to your body if your brain dies in a dream. But unfortunately, the customer ended up waking up in the end.
False. You're taking that at too much of a face value. The customer woke up in the end. Can the customer come and please? Is the customer in the room with us? Obviously, if someone died in the dream, they're not just gonna let everybody think like, oh, someone died in the dream. They went into a coma. We can't find out any more information on what caused it. So someone can die in our perfect, safe environment. No way, of course they'd be like, oh, actually the person eventually woke up. Haha. See, they're perfectly fine. False.
The disturbing voice in my head. It's getting closer.
A sip of liquor. A blissful reprieve. To drown 1,000 sorrows. Let worries leave. I know I have what it takes to become a poet. Oh? You're giving these gems to me? Didn't expect to meet such a generous soul in this place. Or are you just pitying me? Well, it really doesn't matter. As long as I have Soul Glad, that's enough. This is just a dream after all.
You really shouldn't drink so much Soul Glad, my friend. It's not good for your health.
Oh? Maybe I really should quit. But not before meeting the Devil of Soul Glad.
The Devil of Soul Glad? Care to elaborate?
Yeah. It's a seahorse with a long neck. They say it loves to appear to drunk people, especially the ones who are passed out on the side of the road. How funny.
Well, I guess again the Mementic monster has a long neck. I wonder if specifically the people who are passed out on the side of the road means the people who are dead or close to death.
Yeah. Very funny indeed. Thank you. Does everyone have to go through so much torment before joining the family? Darn it. Now I just want to dig out my brain and use it as evidence.
Okay, so it's the same thing. I wondered if it was different.
Take care, my friend. If you ever find yourself in danger, remember that the hounds are always ready to help.
The expression on this hunk of a man was complex, as if he was looking at a mud-soaked sparrow unable to fly and nearing its end. I love the descriptions they used for Adventuring's thought process, this hunk of a man.
You don't look good, my friend. If you need assistance, I can contact the hotel and have them wake you up forcefully.
That won't be necessary. I have some business to attend to. But thank you all the same.
All right, then. If you ever need help, don't hesitate to reach out to us hounds.
Well, actually, I do need a favor. As the most outstanding hound in Penacony,
this man
have
is
you
flirting.
come across any stowaways recently?
This man is flirting so hard. Love that for him.
Stowaways? How could there be stowaways in Penacony? We've never had anything like that before.
All right. Good luck with your work then. What was I even thinking? Family would never share intel with the IPC.
You want to talk to me? Sure, but nothing too sensitive, okay? Huh. Wealthy people have fancy ways to enjoy this dream. But to be honest, I've never seen anyone who gives out money to others like you. So, are you trying to be the prince from the tale, handing out his gold leaf garment and melting his lead heart in the fire?
I'm flattered. I'm no prince, and I just thought these gems would help you speak. So, as an investigative reporter, maybe you've heard something about death?
Ah, another curious soul. I see. Well, that was actually the topic I was most into when I entered the industry. But my boss shut it down.
How did your boss talk you out of it?
Well, she simply said, covering baseless urban legends like that would make us look like some third-rate tabloid. I thought about it, and she had a point. Reporting on stuff like blowing out birthday candles and getting spooked by nightmare ghosts isn't exactly professional material.
Guess she's got a point. Thank you for sharing.
Were you wanting to talk to me? Sorry, I thought you were checking out something behind me.
I am. It's that treasure chest over there.
Is this a gift? For me? Are you sure this isn't some kind of mistake?
Yes, it's for you. Just take it.
Is this for real? Someone is actually giving me a gift. Not for my parents, but for me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's not much. I just want to ask you something.
I knew it. What's on your mind? Are you trying to ask about my father or my mother?
Neither. I just wanted to know if you've ever heard about death in the dreamscape.
Oh, you sound just like my father. Always warning me about danger, even in dreams. He's an Intellitron, so his dream entry methods are different from us organics. Can't count on him to protect me if something does go haywire. Funny, right now I'm still under his protection. How ironic.
Hey, stay positive. Gold will always shine one day, right? The Devil of Soulglad, Dangers in the Dream, and Nightmare Ghosts. Well, surely death is a popular topic in this sweet dream granted by the family. I've collected a bunch of rumors, but no useful clues. The gems in my bag are running low. Well, let's see if my last lucky interviewee brings some surprises.
You're good. You didn't even get the last bit scared by me. I've been defeated. Come around to play again next time.
This is the one. Come on, give me that.
Ooh.
Remember what I said. You Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers. Look at you, snooping around and sticking your nose everywhere. Is the smell of death so enticing, my fine fellow?
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. You're the imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? You messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
No, I mean... What did you mean by becoming one myself?
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again. But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act. Fool's bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around. So, now that I've drawn you out, will you reward me with an answer for my efforts?
Why should I help you?
Don't you want to see Penacony descend into... chaos? Well, I can make that happen. I just need an answer to one question. Back then, when you asked me to find a mute, did you really mean Robin?
And what if I say no?
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no has never sounded so pleasing.
Well done. I admit I underestimated you, but what difference would it make? Let me tell you something. There were 2 mutes, but one is dead now, and the other, though he's still in Penacony, I'm afraid you'll never find him again.
I wonder if the hymn... The 2 hymns that come to mind is either Gallagher or, Misha.
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are only 2 things missing from my grasp. The meaning behind the truth, and the means to expose it.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
That's literally what I was thinking. I'm like, doesn't that mean you know nothing?
Not exactly. I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence, and that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions, I'll find them within 16 system hours.
Oh, really? Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a hand. Here you go. This is my precious, mutually assured distraction button, and I have one just like it. When either of us presses it, the other and the whole of Penacony will go up in smoke. If you're really so desperate for the IPC to take over Penacony, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start from scratch. That's where the IPC excels, right? Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care too.
I wonder if we're gonna have a choice between who we can pick, because we've gotten one from Dr. Ratio that he's like, at your wit's end, use this, and now we've gotten one from Sparkle. So I wonder if it's like, we're gonna get to make a choice, and we need to choose who to put, like, our trust into.
Oh, a deadly button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threat seriously at all. Otherwise, how on earth did you manage to bring it in here?
I have my own ways. That's all you need to know.
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. Who knows if your little gadget will actually work. By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend you speak of, but it's good to hear that he's still here in Penacony. I'll handle the rest myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for the downfall of the family. And at the climax, the walls will crumble, people will wake up, and those who couldn't speak will find their voices again. When that time comes, go ahead, press the button, light up the sky with a magnificent fireworks display for me. Catch you later, fool.
You're still talking big, but sure, if that happens, I'll stay true to my word. Just don't let me down now, okay?
Oh, that was a jump cut. Looks a bit roughed up.
So, number 35. You're back. Like your new lucky charm?
Can a commodity code really be considered a lucky charm?
Silence! I didn't give you permission to speak, you Sigonian hound. The guys in black didn't say much, so I've no idea what you did to save your skin in that massacre back in the day. But I figured you must have had good luck, so I bought you. From now on, you and your good luck are my assets. Are we clear? Your first task is simple. In addition to you, I've purchased 34 other slaves. Go and play a game with them. You came out alive after 2 days. It proves that you are the real deal.
You're insane.
Testing out if you're a good product.
Aren't you worried that the money you spent on me will go to waste?
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie. The slave market is never short of self-righteous brats like you. But you look good. And that's why many customers are betting their fortunes on a scrawny brat like you. So go along now and don't let your master down.
How much did you spend?
What?
My price. How much did you pay for me?
Huh. You really want to know? Well, it was 60 Tanba. No more, no less.
I'll take my chances. 30 Tanba. If I come back alive, you'll give me 30 Tanba. Deal?
Are you trying to strike a bet with me? Oh, you've got some guts. Yeah, sorry, but that won't do. Don't forget your place, slave. You're not qualified to be at the table. You're just a chip. A life thrown away in someone else's hands. Either you come back with more chips for your master, or you never come back. It's all or nothing. Don't embarrass me, my lucky hound.
Back to the Trailblazer after that heartbreaking
here,
scene.
Gallagher?
I wonder if the wordplay of using hound was important for him, considering we have like the bloodhounds or the hound family or whatever they're called here.
Some friends from the old days. Do you have a moment to spare, Siobhan?
Oh, I have the whole day to spare. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dream Jolt Hostelry. This bar offers a wide variety of drinks, but we draw the line at Soul Glad. Why settle for ordinary when you can experience extraordinary? We're dedicated to serving up nothing but pure joy and laughter.
I wonder if she'll be playable. Her design is like too unique.
What would you like to drink? I'll whip it up for you.
Oh, look! A lady as cool as Serval.
Who's Serval? Will you, introduce me to her? Huh?
Oops. She's heard us.
Just spare them, my esteemed bartender. I'll take over the bar today. I'm getting up there in age, and I need some practice before I forget the skills that used to put food on my table. Where did you stash the ingredients?
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have traveled from afar, shouldn't you whip up some special drinks?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Hey, my friends, do me a favor. Go around the bar and bring me any ingredients you fancy. The discussion might take quite some time. So I'll prepare some customized, non-alcoholic drinks for you.
In the bar? But aren't all the ingredients right there on the counter?
Why, we're in a dream, my lovely lady. You can help yourself to anything if you wish for it. Comfort, hunger, confusion, or even boredom. It's all within reach, right at your fingertips.
I wonder if she's the same, like, alien species as Sunday and Robin, because she has the little halo thing. But she doesn't have the wings.
Oh, did you hear that? She just called me my lovely lady.
Even in reality, mixing drinks is more than just throwing ingredients together. A bartender needs to capture the bar's atmosphere, master technique, and spin a tale of mystery and anticipation.
Only then can a perfect drink crafted with a customer's life story be created.
In other words, what you get from your drink is down to luck, so don't overthink it. Indecisiveness has no place when it comes to enjoyment.
Why does Gallagher give me adventuring vibes? Like, he talks about luck. I'm gonna say his haircut almost kinda looks very similar to Adventurine's. It's just brown instead of yellow. And then, as I just stated, like, the fact that he's called like he's from the Hound family, while then Adventurine was called a Lucky Hound. I don't know, Gallagher for some reason is giving me Adventurine vibes. I don't know if that'll play out in any capacity, but he is. Collect ingredients for the drink.
Can this be used for mixing drinks? Oh, and there's a note underneath. Exchange with your precious things. Oh, what should we exchange for it? And who should we give our stuff to?
Give praise of high morals, 50,000 credits. Give a bag of trash. Credits are the easiest one to get, so we'll give them credits.
Whoa, the words on the note are changing. Stairs made of coins can lead to happiness. Does this mean we can take it? I'm not sure if it's a good deal, but thank you anyway.
Recipe Bright Future. Recycled 50,000 credits. I'm a grown-up. I've been getting some achievements. What are they for? Listen to Acheron and Welt's conversation. Arrive at the Dream Jolt hostelry for the first time. Well, we can go down there. We will wait. Below the bar? I think I heard a bird. Okay, can't go down any further. I swear I heard a bird. Oh, there it is again. Must be nearby. Oh, there it is. Chirp, would you like to invite me to drink with you, customer? Mr. Soda's liquor goes down swell. Inspiration is pouring out like bubbles. Chirp. Getting ready to exchange creative ideas with Lady Vermilion, dear customer. I'll have to tip a few back with you next time.
Check out this bottle. The liquid inside looks beautiful. And the label reads Dream Syrup, thick. I don't see an expiration date, but the production date is half an amber era ago. Ugh, drinking this stuff can't lead to anything good. That's for sure. That's true, but this really doesn't seem fresh.
Did you find the bottle of syrup I've been hoarding? Don't worry, it's all just a dream and it won't upset your stomach. It's been aging for years and should have a refined taste by now. Feel free to have some. It's perfect for entertaining lovely guests like you.
Then we'll keep it for now. That's quite a stash. Not sure if it's enough.
Stay out of my way. I'm looking for Siobhan.
Uh-huh? What's all the commotion about?
TikTok, who are you? TikTok, where is this? Who am I again? Obviously, I feel like this needs to go out a little bit further. Oh, there's another one over here that I was just completely ignoring. TikTok, I think I remember. I'm the ticker that plays Clocky. TikTok, this isn't my workplace. Oh no, I'm gonna be late.
It's Soul Glad! But I thought they didn't sell Soul Glad at the bar. Let's give it a shake. Nice, it's still fizzy and has a long shelf life. That's possible. You see Soul Glad everywhere these days. So it wouldn't be a surprise if someone brought a bottle here. Why don't they sell Soul Glad in this bar? Did something happen?
It's all about the bartender's pride. It wouldn't make sense for customers to come here and order drinks they can find anywhere else. That's the mindset I use when I brew my coffee.
You're right, Himeko.
Try not to set off whatever that is. Okay, I think I've investigated everything. What is...
Hey! Look at all these chips scattered everywhere.
A few days ago, an actor from the Iris family came. Caused a ruckus with Siobhan. Those chips must have gotten scattered during all the chaos. That's a clever metaphor.
That being said, opening a bar in this place, filled with monsters, is quite a feat. Siobhan must have a lot of tricks up her sleeve, right?
You'll have to ask her yourself to find out. But I have a feeling she won't budge unless you impress her with an incredible drink.
Okay. I think I've found everything.
Haven't I made myself clear enough, Miss Amiki? The Dream Jolt Hostelry only welcomes guests who want to enjoy a drink to their heart's content. I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in your proposal.
But you have the talent. You'll attract a huge audience. You're destined for the Iris stage, not for this rundown shack.
That is not how you get on someone's good side, by insulting their bar.
Come with me. We'll become the talk of Penacony, a shining light into every corner of the dreamscape. Please, Siobhan, I really need you.
As you see, I'm entertaining my guests. Don't make me repeat myself.
Fine. If you don't come along, I'll just sit here and not go anywhere else. Give me a sparkling drink. Sweet. With extra ice.
Well, Amiki, I guess. That is purely your own selfishness, because obviously you're like, well, I need you to come with me so that I have the chance of becoming famous, because I can't do it on my own. And since you're not going to do what I want, I'm just going to be a nuisance to you until you do it.
Just one moment.
What's her deal? We can't discuss the case with other people hanging around the bar.
You say that like we haven't been talking about the case in public so far to just random people.
Hey, can you do that clockwork trick of yours again?
She's like, can you just alter her mind?
Yeah, I'm counting on you.
You're one of Siobhan's guests, right? What can I do for you? If you're here to convince me to leave, please stop it. I'll never leave until she accepts my proposal. I just don't get why she won't leave this place. This rundown shack with no customers whatsoever.
Siobhan just said anything can be imbibed. Perhaps you can try various experiments, see what different emotions can brew with different drink ingredients.
It's ridiculous, right? Our paths were never meant to cross, yet I'm still holding on to her. I'm too timid and shy. longing to shine but afraid of stepping into the spotlight. I need her guidance, because I'll never be able to do anything alone. You don't know Siobhan's past, and you have no clue how radiant she used to be. Even among the talented Iris family, her skill was unmatched. I know she probably thinks I'm just trying to ride her fame to get ahead. But all I want is for her to reclaim her place.
You feel an inexplicable mix of bitterness and sweetness that permeates the air. The next moment, that emotion turns into liquid, filling your goblet.
She's still not leaving. Maybe I'll have to try again.
I just don't get why.
Okay. So we tried sad. Let's try happy.
I've seen it. The moment when Siobhan and I share the stage. The crowd is going wild. Applause crashing like waves. The aroma of irises fills the air. A beautiful melody playing. Ribbons dancing around us. And the taste is... I've seen that scene countless times in my dreams, and every time it mesmerizes me. That's why I have to bring her back to that world, no matter what it takes. Want to raise a glass, my attentive listener? Let's consider it a toast to my far-fetched dream.
Mickey poured Pico White Grape Soda, and I didn't get that in time.
She's still not leaving. Maybe I'll have to try again.
I just don't get why.
I feel like she's angry already, but we'll turn her to angry.
Those darn Iris jerks! They're the ones who forced Siobhan into hiding here, running this pesky bar. It's all their dirty scheming. Huh. I get it now. She's not leaving because she doesn't want to run into them again. I can help clear the way for her. I can do her a favor. I'll go back and write a letter to the Dream Master, exposing the crimes committed by the Iris family. Siobhan will definitely appreciate it. Well, talking to you has got me feeling a bit down. My thoughts are swirling, making my mind clear, and bringing tears to my eyes. Maybe I should find a place to reflect on what Siobhan truly means to me.
And maybe calm down a bit from the mind trickery that I've been doing. Let's take a minute and calm down from that.
Here's the payment for the drinks. Please, pass it on to her. I'm leaving now.
Amaki has left? That's good for her. Radiant dreams may be enticing, but they're nothing more than dreams. Her drink is on the house. Please keep the money. When you're ready, go to Gallagher. I can tell he's itching to show off his skills.
That being said, mixing a drink is way simpler than you'd imagine. Just pick your favorite ingredients, toss them in a glass, mix it up, and it's done. So go ahead, explore the bar, and bring me any ingredients you prefer. Nice work. Let me take a look. You found some interesting ingredients there. Now, take your pick. Each drink has its own unique flavor, and the base ingredient sets the tone for the initial taste and the lingering aftertaste. So, which one would you like to use as the base?
I guess the dream syrup, because I feel like there's something janky with the Soul Glad.
You won't find a sweeter drink anywhere in Penacony. And that's what today's dream seekers crave. Now that you've chosen the base, it's time to pick the adjunct. The ingredient that'll create a marvelous chemical reaction with the base. It should give an unforgettable taste without overpowering the main tone. So, what's your choice for the adjunct? Bright future. A taste that's been a long time coming. I'll never forget the flavor that danced on my tongue as Mikhail whisked me through the dreamscape wilderness. Those were haunting times. Too beautiful to be real.
So he knows Mikhail too. Because Misha knows Mikhail. And Mikhail may be the watchmaker. So he knows the watchmaker.
Mikhail.
Almost there. Let's pick a decoration. Which style do you prefer? Anything you need, I've got it.
Coin-shaped lemon slices, Hanu's sign, or straws with concentric circles. Coin-shaped
The
lemon
IPC's
slices.
favorite. Ambitious, aren't you?
I am. I was like, maybe I should make one based off adventuring, but I was already all in on the dream one.
Well, it's done. Here's to you, Dream Seeker, with this glass of El Dorado. To golden dreams.
Well done, Gallagher. You're not over the hill yet.
So, are you satisfied?
Oh, the flavors. They're way more sophisticated than Soul Glad.
The richness and layers of these flavors are a masterpiece, especially with the adjuncts. I can taste the spicy and sour notes with a hint of sweetness. I'm not entirely sure what it all means. Maybe Mr. Gallagher can shed some light on it.
Well, if you're expecting a profound answer, I'm afraid I'll disappoint you. The imagery it implies is pretty straightforward. It's just a glimpse of what this dream truly tastes like. Nothing more.
Does this true taste have anything to do with that Mikhail?
Yeah, that name does sound familiar. When you got knocked out by that masked fool girl, I think I heard someone calling that name. Do you remember?
I was right about you. You guys seem to know quite a bit. And now there's no reason to hide anything from you anymore. Let's dig deeper into the case. And of course, I'll tell you a story about Mikhail. Alright, let's start with what we know based on the clues the family has. It seems that Firefly isn't a local or an invited guest. In other words, she's a stowaway. She managed to fool me at first. My age must be getting the best of me. But here on the planet of festivities, stowaways are a common sight. You're bound to run into one sooner or later. After the incident, the hounds wasted no time searching for that girl in both the dreamscape and reality. But here's the thing. We only received bad news. And the trickiest kind at that. She simply vanished, leaving no trace in the dreamscape or reality. As if she had never come to Penacony at all.
So is he not a hound? He doesn't have the brooch that's the hound's design. He has a different style brooch.
Huh? Does that mean...
That's impossible. The problem now is not that she's dead, but that it's as if she had never existed in the first place. Let me be frank. This case, actually, is unlike anything the Bloodhound family has dealt with before.
Dealt with before? So, death does happen in Penacony, if I understand correctly.
You've witnessed it, so there's no need to hide. Even the shiniest city has its dark side. We're all adults here. Surely I don't need to explain too much to you. Confronting the family based on that alone would be naive. Death may occur in sweet dreams. So what? Such events are highly unlikely and only affect a tiny number of people. If you really want to delve deeper into this case, you need to understand the true problem with the family.
I guess it's time to tell the story of that Mikhail.
You're very perceptive. The Astral Express has received that music box too, right? Do you know the secrets it holds?
There's a message. Witness the impossible in the realm of dreams. Find the legacy of the watchmaker, father of Penacony, and thus the answer to the question, why does life slumber?
Well, witness the impossible in the realm of dreams must be meaning death, because it was supposedly impossible. The next part in this riddle is find the legacy, so that you can answer the question.
That's the exact wording.
Hey, why are you laughing? Wait, did you write it? It's quite poetic.
No, but I'm the officer in charge of this case. So how could I not know? I'm sure you must have noticed that this message didn't come from the family. You might have even guessed that the relationship between the family and the watchmaker isn't as close as it seems.
That's just our speculation. Actually, it's hard to believe that the father of Penacony and its actual managers are at odds.
Now I can assure you that your speculation is absolutely correct. The family has considered the watchmaker an enemy for a long time. But the hounds haven't been able to track him down, as he seems to be living only in the characters and stories he created. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why the family allowed the watchmaker to send out such a ridiculous message to the outside world, inviting you here and causing chaos?
Probably so that they could track the watchmaker themselves and get their hands on it.
So, you want to seize this opportunity to expose the watchmaker?
Well, now you understand why the Oak family authorized the Nameless to assist in the investigation, but kept you in the dark, right? Because the watchmaker is not the legend of the land of the dreams at all. He's the most shameful stain in the history of Penacony. And he's the root cause of all the anomalies in the dreamscape. You don't get it? Well, I mean, Mikhail, the betrayer of the family, he's the watchmaker.
Sometime later.
Here we are, Clock Studios theme park. Most popular entertainment center in Penacony.
Wait, aren't we supposed to be discussing the watchmaker? I would have expected you to take us to maybe a library or an archive room of sorts. But an amusement park?
The culture of a city reflects its history in the most authentic way. To you, it's a fun place. But to me, it's a prison for the planet's past. You know that Penacony used to be the IPC's prison planet, right? All the prisoners were brought here, helping the Garden of Recollection salvage the leaking memoria from the macrovoid. The prolonged exposure to high concentrations of memoria caused a unique phenomenon. The dreams of countless prisoners intersected and overlapped, and people started meeting each other in their dreams, living lives that were almost identical to reality. But everything has a price, and sweet dreams are no exception. In the end, the dream world was unable to alleviate the suffering of prisoners in reality. One of the prisoners broke free from the IPC shackles and fought for freedom. He is Hanu, the great leader of Dreamville, the great peacemaker, and the faithful companion of the underdogs. History is always written by the winners. However, it's undeniable that Clocky is an animation that draws from Penacony's actual history. These characters not only exist in Dreamville, but also in the distant past. Once you realize this, you'll understand why we're here.
I got some wide eyes this time.
There are so many members of the Bloodhound family around here.
They just received a lockdown order, supposedly from Sunday himself. Who knows what it's for?
Interesting. It's a relatively big map, all things considered. Can you resist the temptation of counseling? Guide the emotions of at least 5 people in the dreamscape. And cheers to sweet dreams and the dreamer. Obtain Gallagher's special mix. Okay, so I still have 2 more of these to get through. But unfortunately, we have been streaming for just short of 2 hours. This is probably a good place to stop. Because I'm sure once I get in there, we'll have like a lot of plot just hitting us really hard. Interesting. So I was right. Am I stopping right before the exciting bit? It's always the cliffhangers, right? But like I said, I will be streaming a bit earlier this week because I'll be busy over the weekend. Everything is exciting. That's true, that's true. I wonder, can I do this yet? Okay, I can't, but I assume that this event will probably be at the bar we were just at. I'm kind of excited to do this one, so since we still have a couple more minutes, let's see if we can get started on this mini event. A researcher from the maintenance department unsuccessfully made a fighting game inside a memory bubble. He invites you to come and play. So I assume, yeah, that this is on Herta Space Station. So maybe Gallagher was not the one who sent out the invitations like I had thought at the beginning of this, and he states that he just didn't notice that Firefly was a stowaway. So some of my theories have been immediately disproven, but you know. So it's interesting that the watchmaker is essentially the betrayer of the family. Young'un, you're here. Recently a young fella made a gadget and I thought you might like it. I've given him a heads up. You can go over there and have some fun. It's pretty interesting. He just came back to the space station and when he heard you were coming, he waited there for you. Oh, wrong way. Bob. You mean like Minecraft Bob? Be right back. Okay. See you soon. Oh, so you're that Kalis everyone's talking about, the nameless, huh? Yeah, it's me. You found the right person. Let me introduce myself. I'm Bob. I work in the maintenance department and I just got back to the space station. I was on a vacation in Penacony and little did I know I'd miss meeting a big shot like you there. When it comes to vacations, any intelligent life would choose the planet of festivities, right? So I went to Penacony for a vacation and ended up solving a technical issue along the way. I met a technician from the Garden of Recollection there, and whom I have exchanged several emails before. With her help, I managed to extract this stuff. Bob gestured towards the memory bubble next to him. It's this the interesting stuff? Yeah, it took me a lot of effort. I tested it myself and it's pretty fun. The memory bubble holds all my childhood memories and all my good times. My bad. I couldn't help but get sentimental when I think about my childhood memories. When I was a kid, I was crazy about this game, and I thought about recreating it when I came to the space station. Fortunately, the game company went bankrupt ages ago, and I have no clue whom to contact for the rights. Luckily, I have this amazing idea in my dreams. What if I recreated the game using my memories as the basis? I've been working on this project for almost a year now. With this resources of the space station and some technical assistance, I finally made it happen. The memory bubble is actually Tides of War, Untainted Childhood Memories, Passionate Heart, Burning Soul Ultimate Collection. It's a cool and easy customized fighting game where you can battle all those childhood foes in the memory for a whole day. And I've added all sorts of customized features and assists in there. Now it's very easier than the old version I played as a kid. Well, that's how they named games back in the day, you know. Anyway, this game is still in alpha, and Uncle Lysander has asked me to save you a spot. Why not come and give it a try? Okay, accumulating grit value during the battle can elevate your grit phase. When entering grit phase 4, Power Awoken, you can obtain the powerful stage buffs and significantly improve your combat effectiveness. There are a total of 4 grit phases. With each higher phase you reach, you can additionally unlock one support function and obtain a powerful stage buff. Before entering combat, you can choose to add different support functions to each stage. Each time a character takes action in combat, grit value will be accumulated. Every stage will have unique grit mechanics, and triggering them will greatly increase grit value, thus allowing you to quickly elevate your grit phase. So is this just like a fighting simulator? Here you can find how to trigger grit mechanics. Defeat the Trotter. The support function that takes effect during Grit Forge Power Awoken is the core buff of the stage. Phase 2 and Phase 3 support functions. When there are no Trotters on the battlefield, turns a non-boss target into a Trotter and inflicts them with Shudder. When there are no Trotters on the battlefield, turns a non-boss Trotter into Wind Shear. Defeating a Trotter in this stage gives you more grit. Blah blah blah. Okay. You need to defeat 3 wave bosses within 6 cycles.
Ill fate descends.
Relax.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Select here to check the details about support functions. Okay.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. On the still waters of oblivion.
Ill tidings manifest.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Stand still.
Destined for oblivion.
Nice like a good brew. Full, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Relax. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Again?
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Okay, well in Grit Phase 4s you can gain powerful buffs.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Time to say bye. Boom.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ill tidings manifest.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Stand still.
Destined for oblivion.
Attribute ill fate descends.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Relax. On the still waters of oblivion.
Incinerate and step one, implementation.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Stand still.
Destined for oblivion.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Now commencing. Scorched Earth operations.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Well, have a good day. Thanks for popping by. Yeah, pretty much on this one, it's just get through this fight and then I'll be good for today as well.
Time to say bye. Boom.
I don't think I'll be able to get it done in the 6 rounds that it wants to get the highest score, though.
Implement time. Clean up.
Confident.
Relax. On the still waters of oblivion.
Target locked. Execution underway.
Ill fate descends.
Again.
Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Time to say bye. Boom.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Well, dang, if we can get her to do one more of her ults, we could probably finish this in time.
Ill tidings manifest.
Clean up.
Retribution will find you.
Interesting, so that gives us the A score, which is enough to get the Stellar Jade, and that's mostly all I care about. Okay, so then it unlocks all of these over time, but since they're just battle ones, and battle ones are not all that exciting to watch, I'll do this off screen, so y'all don't have to watch that. So this one's just a little battle simulator. But I do think for all these Stellar Jade we'll be able to get our hands on right before Adventurines. Unfortunately, still haven't unlocked this, but I have seen some gameplay from it. Not a lot. So it looks like it might be fun. So next time we will continue on... Ooh, where is it? The main quest. It looks like I might, because of the achievements, only have 2 more sections to go. And so, well, it looks like we might be getting close to the end of it. So that's exciting. They'll probably release some more story, though, in the next couple days because of Adventurine's banner coming out, but we'll have to see. I am really excited for him. I'm probably not going to get it 10 pull in time, so I guess Gallagher will also be added to my list of 4 stars that I currently don't have, which sucks a little bit, but it is what it is. He can join Shrey, and then we'll start pulling for Adventuring, you know, with my whole 0 pulls. So I hope you all have a lovely day. We will have guaranteed though, and we are at 36 pity, so we have been able to build a little bit of pity. I don't know if I'll be able to get his light cone as well though, because I am literally at 4 pity trying to get Lochas. So we'll see. I'll see you all next Thursday. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, and goodbye.